She worked as an editor in the academic book publishing trade for 4 years in New York, followed by a year and a half writing grammar books in Seoul, South Korea. She renounced all office jobs a few months ago and has since dedicated her life to poetry and travel, at least until the money runs out. Juliet.
Hi. Okay. I used two kind of obscure words in this poem, so I thought it might be helpful if I let you know what they are before I read. The first is engram, which is cognitive psychologists use it to talk about a unit of memory, and tessera, which is like the tile that's used in mosaics. Okay. Selfish, earthly. Trace engram's break, electric, between ellipses of dark, unlit night, and then night. I see only what can be seen, alone in flashes, where shadows of memories alight on the pawns of once was, like leaves, wet paper, dissolving. The mind is all tissue and gray, unglued, scattering tesseral recollections of when we were bound in emergency, in ICU, and in the hours, and in the waiting, in rooms. Both the on-call ministers were there, feeling important and afraid. Cued prayers when the doctors could not attend to our surge or silence. We watched as your eyes blared sirens, turning crimson and cobalt and bruised. All is a swirling black star, like the midnight. We drank the warm blended mangoes and wine along the shore of your lake house on that night, when we traced both our bodies in the sky. See? You can find me wherever we are. I want to write something beautiful, but I am selfish, and I am earthly, and the lights of this ward are too bright. I cannot see you, and I cannot escape this hospital, this material. You left me. I watched as they packed you with cotton because you were bleeding so excessively, but I didn't understand why they were keeping the blood in. You were drowning in your blood and exploding in slow motion, and I should rip those clots from your ears so you could hear me, screaming for you. Your poor body is swelling with blood, and I feel myself screaming for you to look at me, just look at me once, but I know that you can't, and I couldn't watch the blood tearing from your eyes like sap as your body distends something shapeless. And I never knew that a body could do that. I could no longer recognize you as human. Your face, flattened like putty, melting. And your tongue grew, it seemed waterlogged in the saliva blood wellspring of your mouth. It couldn't fit inside, limp, like the viscous body of a mollusk, shelled from any means to stay, to be, ever earthbound, still.